In this video, we will learn about corresponding angles. So to understand corresponding angles, we're first going to draw a picture. In this picture, we have two lines that are crossed by a transversal. Remember, a transversal is just a line that intersects other lines. In this picture, there are four pairs of corresponding angles. Here's one pair. Those angles are called corresponding angles because if you notice, they're in the same upper left position in this top set of angles as in the bottom set. So the three other pairs of corresponding angles will be the same thing. This is the top right angle, so those two red angles are corresponding angles. These bottom right angles are corresponding angles, and also the bottom left angles are corresponding angles. Now, it wasn't marked that those two lines are parallel. So if the lines aren't parallel, we don't know anything about the corresponding angles besides that they're called corresponding angles. But if the lines are parallel, that means that those corresponding angles have to be congruent. The other way around is also true. If the angles are congruent, if I happened to know that this angle was 60 degrees and this angle was 60 degrees, that means the lines have to be parallel even if it didn't say that to begin with. So this is a biconditional situation where a statement and its converse is true. So the way you can write this out is corresponding angles are congruent if and only if lines are parallel. So within this sentence, there's two different if-then conditional statements. One is, if corresponding angles are congruent, then lines are parallel. The converse of that is also true. If lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are congruent. So let's look at two sort of quick examples of how you would see this. So for one, if we had a situation where we knew that we had parallel lines and one angle was marked, then we could use corresponding angles to figure out another angle in this picture. We would know that this angle down here also has to be 100 degrees because if the lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are congruent. The other way around is also true. So if we had two lines that are not marked as parallel, but we know that this angle is 100 degrees and this angle is 100 degrees, then I know because the corresponding angles are congruent that these lines have to be parallel.